Hey, how's your balls? We're here. We got a nice little cigar. Or is it a big, is it a little cigar or a big little, no, is it a little big cigar? That's a big little. It is what it is. In the words of somebody in a movie, it's not going to suck itself. And I could leave this cigar here and it's not going to smoke itself. That's what gun people say. I could leave this gun on a table and it's not going to shoot anybody. True. But somebody's going to steal that shit. This is probably one of my favorite sizes of the classic Donnie Carlos as opposed to the Donna Carlos. Donna Carlos, that's a whole nother thing, and only on Saturday nights when I'm feeling special. It is a 5x43, I think. What a nice small size. Corona in a sense, Torpedo in a sense, right? Give or take, who knows. Beautiful Cameroony. It's Cameroony. Camerona the Chocha. What a great band, classic. That's a 5x43. And it is what it is. Cap sent me this. And Cap didn't send me a cigar. What Cap did was show a fellow cigar brother some love. And just as I've been making this channel for years, and maybe people watch it at home when things are good, when things are bad, when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're, I'm going to say when they're hungry or they're horny, or both. And being hungry or horny, that's better off resolving the horniness first, then go eat. But I don't, yeah. Point is, please don't watch my show if you're dealing with that situation. Dominican tobacco, then the Cameroon wrapper. Some people say it's the best Cameroon wrap cigar as far as regular release, or their favorite. I think it's definitely one of the best. Because then you could say the Personal Reserver, I really think is one of the best, really, Cameroon cigars, but that's a higher end version of this, which he did send me. And but then can you really compare that to this? You could, as far as just being a cigar. If anyone asks you, is the Personal Reserve of Don Carlos better than the regular Don Carlos? Well, yes. But it better be, because it's over twice the price. It's over. So, is the Personal Reserve of Don Carlos worth it? Yes. But does that make the regular Don Carlos not good anymore? No. But if they start charging Personal Reserve prices for regular Don Carlos, then I would tell you, yeah. If regular Don Carlos Robusto was going to charge $25 and Personal Reserve is $25, then never smoke Don Carlos again, because the Personal Reserve is the better cigar. But if regular Don Carlos is $10 and Personal Reserve is still $25, well, then you just have different choices. Some nights we're going to celebrate tonight. Okay. But it's not like when you're slumming it when you're smoking regular Don Carlos. It's still a celebration. It's a great fucking cigar. So I guess it's just dip. How much icing you want on the cake, baby? How much icing you want? At a certain point in life, you got to say, I'm celebrating tonight. Well, what do you want to do? $100 Rocky Patel? Like, at a certain point, like, being content is a magical power you could possess of saying, this right here, I'm happy with that. This is good for me. You don't even say, well, it's good enough. This is good for me. I like that. Oh, I don't like that. I didn't ask you, cocksucker. I like what this is. I like what it does for me. Right? So my point is this. No matter what you're smoking, if you enjoy it, except if it's corn, if you enjoy it, let no man stop you. Right? So it is what it is. At the same time, it's an expansive cigar world, and maybe try different things, or you find something maybe even at the same price or a low price that you might like better. Who knows? But I really appreciate my dear brother sending me this. This is not a cigar right here. It's a gift. This is love. This is respect. This is appreciation. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. And if someone's watching my shows and maybe they appreciate what the show does for them, and so we're all just giving each other gifts. You know what I'm saying, though? Except we're not doing reach arounds. All right? You're on your own for that. Okay, AP? Soft, gentle heat. Some people say you should use torch lighters. What savage would use a torch lighter on a Don Carlos? What the fuck? Wow. What? What a magical smelling cigar. Man, that big truck blew up my match. Wow. I don't know, it was a big tow truck towing like 4 or 5 cars. Who gives a shit, right? Soft, gentle heat. There you go. Blow out your blowout zone. Can I get a blend check? Does AJ Fernandez make this cigar? Wow. What beautiful tobacco on this thing. Arturo Fuente Don Carlos number 4 natural. Let there be light. Well, we're here, 7 minutes in. Do I really need to review this cigar? You know this cigar is fantastic. You know the cigar is worthy of buying once. You know the cigar is worthy of a 5-pack. You know the cigar is worthy of buying a box. You also know it's certified, and you know it's lifetime certified. Don Carlos, as long as there's Arturo Fuente, there's going to be Don Carlos. And any size you're going to enjoy. This is my favorite size, You can go up to Robusto if you want. I feel, though, if you go really big with this cigar, I feel like you're watering down the scotch a bit. And for me, where I like these Cameroon cigars, I'd rather have a nice time with this 43 gauge and have so much more flavor than a more time and still a good time, but this is just my opinion, okay, baby? It's like when you see a great ass, over 18, with consent. But when that great ass walks by and you're like, oh, what do I mean by with consent? In public. You don't go into like a woman's room and go, great ass. You have no consent to be there. It's a public bathroom, but still. You get what I'm trying to say. But if you're just sitting there at a restaurant or in my car right now and a beautiful woman walks by and she decided to fucking wear a skin-tight dress and all the fixings, G-string and everything. They wear see-through skirts down here now. I can't believe it. But anyways, when it walks by, you just go, thanks. What a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing, this cigar. You're happy it exists. You're happy it exists. Nothing bad to say about this plant. Zero. There is nothing bad to say about anything with Donnie Carlos. Donnie Carlos is a made guy. He's never going to be the boss, Donnie Carlos, but he's been around. He's got bodies. Everyone respects Donnie Carlos. Don Carlos is like Donnie Brasco, but you were talking about Lefty Ruggiero. Don Carlos is the Lefty Ruggiero of cigars. It's not the boss. It's not going to be Opus. It's not a Padron 50th. It's not a Davidoff fucking Royale with cheese. But nobody Oof, give me that smoke. Nobody could say anything bad about Don Carlos. And if you did, you're a liar. For some, it's the best Cameroon. For others, it's going to be one of the best. No one's going to go, wow. For me, it's one of the best Cameroons because I love the red dot as well. And there are some Partagas Cameroons I really enjoy. And depending on what I want to do. But is it one of the most respected Cameroons? Oh, yeah. Is it a vast universe of Cameroons? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of sizes and a lot of different versions. You have the personal reserver. And then you have the, oh, shit, what was the other one? There was a God of Fire, Don Carlos. Whatever. We're at a really nice, solid medium strength. I'm smoking this slow because I'm enjoying it, baby. Finish, though, is pretty long and pretty heavy. Darkness is maybe 60, 65%. So a little darker than like a Connecticut shade, but not as dark as like, say, like a typical sun-grown type of thing or typical Corojo type cigar. Strength's medium, but the finish is so long. But there's so much flavor. Great construction. All this is a factor. And they're available, Don Carlos, at stores, and they're pretty affordable. It's like an affordable luxury cigar. But the fucking flavor. The flavor on this cigar is just, come on. Happy, sweet, tender, delicious, cinnamon, roasted fucking nuts, black pepper, buttery, oily texture, slight little bit of floral note, toastiness, fucking creamy, fucking, it's like a great ad. It's like, God bless you. I love this cigar. Great smoke output. I'm going to milk this thing for like 4 hours. I'm going to smoke this as slow as possible. I'm still taking deep puffs. I'm not PGing it. But I'm just taking time. I'm taking my time. I'm toying with this, Donnie Carlos. You like that, Donnie? You like that? I'll come back. You're going to love this fucking cigar. Get it in the number 4 size. You don't. I just can't stress it enough. If you don't love this cigar in this size, I was going to say I hate you. I'll forgive myself for hating you. I hate you, but then I'll forgive myself. I shouldn't do it. But listen, Don Carlos in number 4, 5x43 Torpedo. What is that? Oh, it's something in the camera. What a magical cigar. So yeah, I just can't stress it enough. Pound for pound, it's one of the best cigars you could buy. Because if you're talking about, I can get this cigar here for like $8, $9, you're getting a lot for $8, $9. And you're getting a lot of enjoyment. Forget about construction, which is phenomenal. Draw is great. Burn solid. Banding is beautiful. The box is beautiful. And they're available. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you can get all crazy, get your chocha in a bunch about whatever new Fuente there is, or whatever hard Fuentes there are to get. And I get it, and they're phenomenal. In some ways, or in a lot of ways, maybe better than Don Carlos. But they're a lot more money. And a lot harder to get. And then they could be even more money through gouge, greed, someone flipping them. Who would buy cigars just to flip on the internet? Who would buy up the surplus of cigars and then flip them for someone for profit? No one's doing that with Don Carlos because nobody cares anymore. Don Carlos is old enough, nobody cares. That's nice, Grandpa. Tell us a nice war story. Nobody cares about a war that happened 40 years ago. And nobody cares about a cigar that came out over 2 decades ago, right? How long ago? Well, over 2 decades? Is it 3 decades? When did the cigar come out? In the 90s? Was it before Opus X? And that was in the 90s. Was it the 80s? I don't know. It's a long time ago, though. It's a long time ago. So in cigar worlds, a year is like 5 years, and like 2 years like 10 years. Once a cigar is like 3 or 4 years, it's like people are like, what's that? Back in my day, cigar came out 4 years ago. 4 years ago, it's already got AIDS. 4 years in cigar years, it's fucking, you don't even remember it. Try to remember a cigar that came out 10 years ago, and if they don't make it, nobody talks about it. Or even if it is still made, nobody fucking, but that's it's been selling for 10 years solid. Yeah, but it came out 10 years ago. Like, I act like cigars are technology. That's got 10-year-old technology on it. Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise is technology. Every time the iPhone gets an update, Tom Cruise is like, version 17.5? Fucking Tom Cruise is sitting there with his robotic dick. Fucking Scientology. Point is this. I love this cigar. I have nothing bad to say. This is the slowest I've ever smoked this cigar. Going phenomenal. So delicious. So delicious. What was my point? That with cigars, like, once the cigars come out, that first year is the most exciting time for it, really. And then it's just like, people forget. Fuente didn't forget. It's still being made and available. But what I'm saying is you should probably invest in a box of these in this size and have a great time. Smoke the shit out of them. Don't save not one. And if you like this, maybe you should try the Fuente short story, Hemingway, in Natural Cameroon, same rapper, and also buy them at Maduro. You can have a great time. You can have a great fucking time with Fuente Hemingway Cameroon and Fuente Hemingway Maduro and Don Carlos in this small size. That you're off to a good start if you're going to start buying some boxes of cigars, and like, not just because there are other great cigars, but not all even, let's say, good cigars are worth smoking on a regular though. You could smoke Hemingway short story or Hemingway short story Maduro or Don Carlos in any size, really, but number 4 is my favorite, over and over again. I could smoke this every day or once a week and never get tired of it. Never get fucking tired of it. Flavor's getting heavier and longer. We're at a slight medium plus. We're back. Great construction. I'm smoking this so slow, but the puffs I'm taking is nice, deep, rich puffs. But I'm taking my sweet, sweet time. Like it's the last cigar I ever had. Classic Fuente construction. We'll get rid of that ash now. Time to go bye-bye. Doesn't want to go bye-bye. Doesn't want to go bye-bye. But you gotta go bye-bye. Donnie Carlos. See you later. There it goes. One more puff to the band. Right in your choach. Fantastic cigar. How much am I enjoying this cigar? Heavily. I'm heavily enjoying this cigar. That's a 4.7. I am heavily enjoying this cigar. And the price point on these are really reasonable, and they're available. These are box worthy, lifetime worthy. Buy a box. Can't stress it enough. Donnie Carlos. And if you want to wear fishnets, Donna Carlos. You know, maybe a good combination. If you say, well, what other cigar can you smoke with this? The same, absolutely. But I don't think, if you smoke like a Fuente Hemingway, in any size in Cameroon, even like the short story. And then you went to this later on. I think you'd be okay. I think it would be a good transition. You're gonna have a good time. It's a nice medium plus, beautiful flavor. The charred wood really came in while you were gone. Okay, but not so heavy charred wood that would come in like on other stronger Fuente cigars. But it was there. Beautiful black pepper. Let's hold the smoke. Rich roasted nuts, toasty like feeling, and cinnamon, really nice. There is just a little bit of floral notes to it, but actually it goes well. I'm always not really the biggest fan of floral notes, but okay, there's like a nice little fresh floral note coming in, as opposed to like a burnt fucking, if you have like picture like burning fucking like flowers. I don't want that. I don't want a high pitched burning flowers on a cigar. That really turns me off. And that generally feels like a construction issue where it's like it's burning so hot. Now I could come back when I'm at the very end, because this is smoking very slow, but I will tell you, as you get to the last third of pretty much any Fuente, they ramp up. And if the cigar starts off medium and what's medium plus, it's generally going to end on medium full. Fuente is very classical with that, where he enjoys the thirds. Really, it's really formulaic, but it's really magical how he does it. Other cigars, you can say like Padron, they're strong and they're stronger, but they're at full potential from the get-go, and that might be what you want that night. But I enjoy all of them. So if you want a cigar that skips the courting, meeting, the dating, meeting the family, like you want to marry a Fuente girl, and you want to have like a Padron side chick. But if you don't want to live that life of sin, maybe marry a Fuente girl. But if you're single, hey, go enjoy a Padron night. I think I actually let this thing go out. When you drop a large ash, even though the cigar can still puff after that, sometimes, and this is a good teaching lesson for people, if you do grow the ash like I do, sometimes it will pull out the majority of the cherry. And then if you don't stay on it, like before I was taking my time, and it was staying lit because the cherry was all there. When you drop a large ash, it can pull a piece of that cherry or a lot of it. And so then if you slow puff it, like I was continually, it might just go out on you, especially with a small gauge. So keep that in mind. Not that most people are going to be growing the ash like I can, but if you drop a large ash, you could be dropping a piece of your cherry. I can't stress that enough. Guys, these things happen. I run to you. This gave you all a boy can't give it. Take my heart and let out it. Oh, tainted love. Tainted love. 40 years ago, this music came out. Still solid music. Quality. When something's quality, it's quality. Just like music. Cigars are the same. But unfortunately, cigar smokers are always really looking to the future, and I get that because they want to know what's the next greatest blend. But whatever that came out that was great, if it's a quality brand and they're being consistent, guys, it's still great. It's okay to go back to classics. They're great. No one's going to laugh at you. Go smoke a great fucking Don Carlos or a classic short story Hemingway. It's okay to go backwards with great cigars. In fact, I think it's a great way to keep the past alive. Not forget where we came from. Or how far we've gone. So, Don Carlos. a very high valuable luxury cigar at like a really generous medium mid-tier price point. These are luxury cigars. It's not a bullshit like no, it's a gift. Don Carlos. So is Hemingway in any size. I love this cigar. I'm having a magical experience with it. 4.7, fantastic. Yeah, the Don Carlos Personal Reserve is better. It's stronger, more pronounced, but smoother, but heavier, and more flavorful in every aspect. But it's coming in over maybe over double the money, and more than twice as hard to find. Like, good luck finding a Personal Reserve. So it is what it is. It's not exactly unicorn status, but it's not easy to come by. Don Carlos is a great time. It's a respectable cigar. It's not the captain. It's not the boss. It's not even the consigliere. But it's a respected soldier in the family who's been around a long time. Don't fuck with Donnie Carlos. Oh, but it's only a Cameroon. It's got great fucking flavor. And it's not like it's a gentle medium. You got great flavor, a solid medium, and then it goes to a medium plus and ends on a medium full. It's a lot, and especially you go in this small size. I almost made love to this number 4. I did you right. So we're done here. I wish you well. Stay fresh. Don't go to prison. There's no Don Carlos in prison. You might find Donna Carlos in prison. It's not going to be what you want. It's going to be a dude with the fucking mop on his head. It's telling you, hey, we can take turns. Oof, you don't want that. You don't want that. No quality soaps in prison either. I can't stress that enough. If you're using basic soap, get yourself some Buchanan or fucking Squatch or some other better quality soaps with less dyes and chemicals. You're rubbing on your balls and your ass. Get some quality soaps. Go spend $5 to $10 on a big brick of really good quality soap. It's gonna last you over a month. Even if you're showering once or twice a day, it's gonna last you. Trust me on that. Your skin will thank you. It's your largest organ, or in my case, my second. That's a big dick joke. But the point is, you're rubbing chemicals all over your skin. It's a bad thing. Get some quality soap. You can't stress that enough. I'll see you around.